Hi, IDS students. You guys are off to a great start. We are looking at our week 2 of 8 weeks. And this week we have two assignments due. So the first thing is the discussion, which I have up here on the left. Notice that it's a 2 bullet point prompt. So we are thinking about how technology has impacted us on a personal level. So for the first bullet point, and the reason I'm going through this is so that you don't miss one of these questions that you need to answer in the discussion. But the first bullet point is for you to describe some sort of an event that was impacted, influenced by technology. If that seems very abstract to you, please take a look at my post, which is there already there for you. And then when you think about that, so I'm still on bullet point 1, what new understanding, what new perspective, what did you take away from that experience when you thought about how technology impacted that event? And then for the second bullet point, you're thinking about something in technology today that that you are interested in, that you have questions about, that you want to explore further. And the reason for that is to get you thinking about the milestone projects. So, it's always easier to write about something you're passionate about. So if you think about your discussion and come up with something you found interesting or something that has deeply impacted you, you can then take that and move it into the milestone assignment, which we will talk about in a second. Notice that for this week, you are posting an article from somewhere, a reputable news source. And do not forget that when you do so, you will have to cite using APA formatting. So just to be clear, notice that here in the rubric for the discussions, under writing, notice that it says proper citation methods where applicable, which would be here when you post that article. Now, if you have not seen already, I have posted numerous links and examples. I even have examples of how to cite in APA format in my discussion post as well. So please check out those resources that I've posted for you if you need assistance with APA. Otherwise, you are free to email me and I can help as well. So let's discuss the big ticket item of the week, which is our first written assignment, the milestone document. Now, remember that this feeds, and all of the others feed into that final one. So this week, you are basically coming up, the goal is to come up with a topic that you want to discuss. And in doing so, we are looking at that topic of technology through the four lenses. So you are giving me a brief overview of how whatever concept, whatever technological event or item or artifact that you choose, how people from the community, society, scholars, how they have looked at that event or item, artifact through the lenses. So, for instance, let's begin when we're looking at the historical lens. So, as a historian, it's someone who examines history, so events, the impact of those events, how have they looked at this thing, whatever it may be, or this event, like the creation of the printing press? That is a technology. How have they looked at it? Humanities. Humanities for us are the arts, creativity, So, how has the thing or the event impacted, changed, or even redefined the arts? So, how has it allowed people who create to create? How has it helped them to get their creation into the world? How has it helped us to view creations? Creativity, that is our focus for humanities. So we have two more lenses: your event or item, artifact. How have people, scientists, people who study geology, biology, anything environmental, geography, not necessarily the human, because that would be more social sciences, but like the meteorology aspects, um, mathematics, engineering, computer science itself. How have they looked at, or how has the event or technology impacted the way they do research, share their research, right? That's what we're looking at for C. For D, which is social science, we're looking at our institutions that drive our community. So, how has the event or the technology impacted the way schools are run and operated? You could even do medical here. I'll allow, like, hospital administration, um, churches, religion, ethics, the way we communicate with people, right? That would be social science. And in terms of the rubric, so notice it's a short paper because it's an introduction to what you will be focusing on throughout the semester. So it's only about 2 to 3 pages. Notice that it needs to be double spaced, right? Using 12 point, and it is APA. Again, check out those resources or talk to me. But notice that every lens has its place on this rubric criteria, right? Also notice that you do need to have evidence to back up what you are saying. So if you are saying historians are using geolocation to identify events in history, you need to have a source to reference to back that up, okay? Every lens is asking you for that. The good thing is once you start doing that now, you will already have a great repository of sources to draw from in the upcoming milestones. So each week you'll be examining two of these milestones in more depth, and you'll already have those, main sources that you would like to use. Also, notice that this week, in terms of the articulation, there's nothing specific about APA formatting. However, if you are not using proper APA formatting, it can detract, and it can take away from the readability and the articulation. So if I don't know what's your voice versus the voice of a source, that could be an issue. Now, with that said, usually in this first milestone, I use it as a way to give you feedback without deducting unnecessary points so that you can improve moving forward. So the goal here is to do your very best. Write as well as you can, write as much as you can, incorporate those sources, cover your lenses, and then use my feedback moving forward. So again, have a good week. Take this one step at a time. And please reach out to me as soon as possible with questions or concerns so that we can open up that line of communication and ensure that what you turn in is your best work. So have a good week, everyone.